Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting a business line newspaper headline. So, first of all, RBI opens sandbox to six firms to test anti-fraud solution. Next, SEBI allows government to reclassify its IDBI bank stake as public for ease of disinvestment. Next, Voda equity swap a complex issue review on minister. Next, after festive rush, auto sales slow down in December. Next, 11 Omicron subvariants detected, none of concern. Then I come to page number 2 in that tonic meet. Next, unbelievable to see India stack mature, Satya Nadella. Next, Indian cities score low on women's inclusivity. Next, Vardhe partners concern over Shri firm's resolution. Next, Godrej Consumer expects double-digit sales in quarter 3. Next, OYO writes to NCLT to expedite MCA injury. Next, logistics sector sees growth push from last mile delivery. Next, after festive rush, auto sales slow down in December. Next, Harrer higher appliances upbeat on AC sales eyes 40% growth this year. Next, paid most of $1 billion tax for PhonePe shift to Walmart. Next, on page number 3, in that process for selection of CCI chief to start all over again. Next, uh, FPIs turn defensive, bet on healthcare and FMCG stocks. Next, steel mills substitute Australian cooking coal with cheaper option. Next, government mulls lower import duty on electrolyzers for 2 to 3 years. Next, BSNL to roll out 4G services this year. Next, coal dispatch to different sectors rises 5% in December. Next, Auto Expo components show to have over 800 firms. Next, NTPC crosses 300 billion unit power generation mark. Next, guidelines for courses in technical textiles announces. Next, self-declaration enough for re-KYC if no change in deals details. Next, BSNL to roll out 4G services this year. Next, on page number 4 in article section in that Mission Millets. Next, a case for rising retirement age. Next, why is the GST tribunal non-starter? Then next on page number 5 in that article section, recast farm subsidiaries. Next, don't drop fight against inflation. Next, trust the market to put the nation on a sustainable net zero path. Then on page number 6 in that new age brokers go tech forward. Next, SEBI gives more time for physical annual reports. Next, hawkish Fed view causes stock to skid for second day. Next, MCX fined rupees 2 lakh for wrongful software deal with UK firm. Next, Zero the backed golden PI gets debt broker license. Next, Mire Asset Credit Fund buys warehouse for rupees 130 crore. Next, BSC new MD and CEO assumes charge. Next, Bajaj Finance tanks over 7% mid cap down rupees 28,681 crore rupees. Next, US stocks fall as solid jobs data stocks fed against. Next, on page number 7, in that ticket size of micro finance loans on the rise report. Next, Ranjan likely to head mortgages at HDFC Bank. Next, B2B unicorn Moglix lays off 3% of its workforce. Next, Shrilon apps rises to $25 million in Series D. Next, Ambani driving $75 billion. Greenbet has Silicon's Hallam, other Reliance units. Next, Manchester City signs pact with Jio to kick up India play. Next, bank CD ratio set to rise further. Next, Indian startup achieved $100 million revenue in just 5 years. Red Sea. Next, domestic air passenger traffic grew 15% to 129 lakh in December ICRA. Next on page number 8, in that cooling of East Indian Ocean may determine rollout of EI Nino. Next, impact of diseases on chili crop lower this year in Karnataka. Next, initiate fresh shots when natural gas futures drop below rupees 330. Next, drone adoption in farming to spur growth of water soluble nutrients, say experts. Next, Godrej Agrovet plans rupees 250 crore palm oil factory in Telangana. Next, gold slips as cautious set in before key US job data. Next on page number 9, in that CESL 6 rupees 1000 crore payment guarantee for electric buses. Next, floats tender for 4675 e-buses. Next, over 3500 overseas registration for Paravasi Bharatiya Divas. Next, ISRO Microsoft MOU to back space tech startups. Next, Air India incident, DGCA issue show cause notices. Next, banks FIs need to design project specific project products. Next, cement companies scramble to add capacity. Next, Indigo flag off operations from Manohar International Airport in Goa. Next, French rifle M leads race for Navy's fighter jet deal. Next, seafarers must get work agreement 3 days before departure. DG shipping. Next, foreign universities in India must hold offline classes, says UGC. Then on page number 10, in that 5G said to make waves in 2023. Next, 5G will be help India become a $5 trillion economy. Next, layoffs to exist 18,000 Amazon. Next, to challenge antitrust ruling at the Supreme Court. Next, Google questions legality of CCI's demand for further financial details. Next, key events on 2022, in that operator display a significant appetite for 5G with 90% of the total spectrum sold 5G brands. Next, PM inaugurates 5G services at the India Mobile Congress in October. Next, government christened USO fund has telecommunication development fund and included our research and development and new technologies under its ambit. Next, government made fresh draft of the Indian telecommunication bill. Next, government came up with a slew to reform to improve ease of doing business and streamline clearances in satellite communication. Next, things to watch out for 2023, in that 5G will create significant direct and indirect job opportunities. Next, 5G services will be available for public use by March 2023. Next, India is set to emerge as a leading country in the field of 5G in the upcoming years. Next, government is set to up 500 5G labs across the country. Next, Parliament is expected to clear the draft telecommunication bill in the monsoon session. Next, telecommunication companies expected to invest around $10 billion in 2023-24. Next, mobile tariff set to go up in 23 to 25. Next, 11 11 Omicron subvariant discovered in 124 international passenger, but none of concern. Next, China defense policy over US WHO concern. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.